Thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch. This is the project we're making today. This is week number 6 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. Okay, so the supplies you're going to need is a piece of basic black cardstock that measures, 10.5 by 6 1/8, and then 2 pieces that measure 3 by 3, Spooky Night Designer Series paper that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and another piece that measures 10.5 by 1. Very Vanilla that's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and Pumpkin Pie 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And these are just scraps because we're going to be cutting out the circles. Okay, so let me get out the Simply Scored scoring tool and we will start making our box. Okay, here's the Simply Scored scoring tool, and let me backtrack for just a second. Don't forget, head over to my website, leave a comment to enter to win the kit. Okay, so we're going to place this on the portrait side first, which is the 6 1/8 side. And it looks like I might be just a shy short of 6 1/8. We'll see if it's going to work. Okay, 1 7/8 and 3 1/2. And now place it on the 10.5 inch side, and we're going to score it at 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, and 10. Okay, let's fold it on the score lines. Now let's get our scissors. And what we want to do is take the 1/2 inch side here, put it on the right. What we're going to do is remove this section. And then we're going to remove the top piece as well. Okay, so place this 1/2 inch side over here on the right again, and we're going to cut up to the score line on each of these score lines. There will be a diagram on your instruction sheet, okay, and that's free on my website. Now what you're going to do is come over here. This is, again, you're leaving this over here on the right, and I'm going to turn it to the left. I want to leave this whole section intact, but I'm going to cut on this score line down to that score line, and then I'm going to remove this entire section right here, okay? I think I just cut out of the lines. Now let me show you how this is going to work. So this folds in, this folds, okay, just like that. Which looks a little confusing right now, but it's going to make sense soon, okay? So what you're going to do is take the 1/2 inch circle, and you're just going to cut a 1/2 inch, just like that. Now what you're going to do is take your 2 pieces of basic black cardstock that measures 3 by 3, and you're going to take the 1/2 inch circle and do the same thing. So that's number 1, then here's the second one. You're going to do the same thing with the Designer Series paper. Okay, so see how that works, just like that. So I'll go ahead and attach that. Where's my adhesive? Okay, now what we want to do is put adhesive on this piece because it's going to attach right there, and then we're going to put adhesive on this piece because we want that to fold over. Ruh-roh. Okay, so fold this over. And then we're going to fold these two sides in, this back piece in, and then this over, okay? Just like that. Now what we're going to do is attach. I should have used my tearing tape. We'll use the tearing tape on the next part, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to take my tearing tape, and I want to place the adhesive just in the middle. So that's going to go, you're just going to center it just like that, okay? You guys can probably get a better view of that than I can as to whether it's straight or not. There we go. We're going to do the same thing up here. So I'm just going to take my tearing tape and put it on the lid of the box, okay? Oops, come back here. Okay, same thing, we just want to center it. I'm just going to kind of angle it so that I can see it just a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Does it look good? I think so. Now, we're going to take the belly band. This is just going to go just like this. So I'm going to fold it over. The belly band is what will keep it closed. Okay, 2 more folds. You guys have seen me do this before. It just gives us crisper lines when we do it like that. Okay, now I'm just going to take my snail, and I only want to put adhesive on one side because I want to be able to slide this on and off. So I'm not attaching it to the box, I'm attaching it just to the belly band. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I didn't attach that very straight, did I? So let me try that again. Okay, so place it just like that, and just like that, and then I'm going to give it a good squeeze. Now we'll put it back on here. Okay, now let's stamp our image. We're using, what's the stamp set? The Little Things. And I'm using basic black ink. Stopped in the middle of my sentence there. Sorry about that. We're going to give that a second to dry. We're going to be cutting it out with the Layering Circles framelits. So we're going to use the regular one for that, and then the pumpkin pie with this one. While that's drying, I'll go ahead and tie myself a bow with the Vintage Crochet Trim. I'm not sure what day this video is getting posted. I will be out of my office for 7 days, so I don't know if this video is being shared while I'm away or when I get back or before, but anyway, I'm not sure why I said that. I'm rambling, aren't I? Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we'll set that aside. We may have to trim it again in a minute, so I'm going to get the Big Shot out really quick. Okay, Big Shot, magnetic platform, cutting pad. Let's cut out the pumpkin pie circle first. And for the main image, you want to make sure that you leave room for the bow, okay? So we're going to be cutting it kind of like that. Does that make sense? So there's going to be about 1/4 of an inch, or I'm not real sure, 1/3 of an inch, who knows? I'll hold it up when I'm done. See? It looks cattywampus, but once we add the cute little bow at the top, it will be not as noticeable. Get my glue dots, and you know what, I'm getting ahead of myself. So first let's attach this to the pumpkin pie circle. And then we're going to take a glue dot. It looks like I may have stamped it just a tad low, but not too bad. Oh, and then we need to add, let's see, I'm getting ahead of myself. What we want to do now is take our pumpkin pie marker and color in the Spookylicious, and I'm going to just go right outside the lines because it's going on the black ink, and this is just my sample. So if this was not my sample and I was going to give it to someone, I would be a little more careful, but see how cute that is? Now let's take one of these black rhinestones, and that is in the kit that I'm giving away. You can see all the places where I've cut out to send them to people. Okay, so let's get this over here, and what we're going to do to attach it, yeah, I did stamp it a little low. Stamp it up just a little bit higher, okay? So what we're going to do is attach it to the belly band so that that way when we slide the belly band off, this comes off with it, okay? Just pull the backing off the dimensionals. And just center it. Okay, so original, the one we just made, looks pretty good, doesn't it? Have a great day. Oh, let me show you the inside of the box again. So just in case you're trying to figure out how big it is, this is an embossing pack. Embossing, what is this? A powder. I lost my words. So that gives you the dimensions, or not the dimensions, but just kind of shows an example of what would fit in there. Okay, have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.